Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel for all my new subscribers. How's everyone feeling today? My name is Aisha Christina. Very nice to meet you. We have some new people here. Hello, hi, I just wanted to introduce myself. Today we have a little fun, cute video. Okay, we're gonna be talking about the friends that you guys should avoid. Now, before we get on into this video, I want you to give this video a big thumbs up because you love me and I love you too. Make sure that your post notifications are turned on so that you're notified every single time that I post. Make sure that you are following me on Instagram at Aisha Christina Foster. And also make sure you're subscribed to my podcast. And if you'd like any advice from me, okay, this is the only way you can get in contact with me for a one-on-one session. It is via Wizio, and the links to all of that will be in the description box below. Now, let's get on into this video. So, we all have experienced very toxic people, friends in our lives, and I first want to start by saying that when it comes to a friend that we should be around, before I get into all the people that we shouldn't, is I truly believe that true friendship is going to require vulnerability and flexibility and elasticity. Why? Because as we, evolve in life and as we go through different things, I mean, especially if you are someone that has had long-term friends, such as myself, I've turned like 13, 16, 21, 25, like next is going to be 30, in a couple years, like with my friends. And you go through different stages of, of life where you're not always going to be as close all the time as you were in other times of your life. And what's important is that your friends are able to deal with those changes, those actual life changes, and not personalize them or get offended by those things. If you find yourself in a situation where someone isn't responding to just regular life happening, then I think that is a friendship that you may want to reconsider. Or of course, at the very least, it's a discussion that you want to have with that person because they clearly are not adjusting well to, normally life cycling out. Just for instance, if you and your best friend probably used to talk every single day, you guys not speaking every single day, it does not mean that she doesn't like you anymore. That's not what that means. And you have to call into question here, why does your brain do that? Why does your brain, jump to these like horrible conclusions, and why does it have to be that? It's kind of like, you don't know what everyone is going through. You never know what it is that people are going through. And usually they are going through something if they fit the description of any of the things that I'm going to name. So you kind of want to know the difference between giving someone space and letting them cycle out of whatever it is that they're cycling out of, or just completely ending and terminating that relationship with that person. So the first person that we have in line here of a friend that you should avoid is Backstabbing Becky. Now, we've all known a person that is a backstabber, okay? I don't even really need to explain what that is like, okay? We have all seen this girl before. She's always talking about you behind your back. She will reveal secrets, to people that you have confided in her in confidence. This person may probably also try and, break up your relationships with different people. This person is going to try and plant seeds of discord in your life because obviously there's probably something that's going on in their life that they're not happy with, and that's what they're doing. And if you find yourself in a position like this, dealing with someone that's a backstabber, I mean, that is grounds for terminating a relationship. For me, personally, I don't care what is going on, that there are certain things that you're just not going to do, okay? It's not going to fly over here. So make sure that you are avoiding people like Backstabbing Becky, and don't let things have to happen to you so many times in order for you to finally just like abort mission, jump ship, okay? When it comes to serious offenses like this, you have to be like, all right, I've seen all I need to see here. I'm done, okay? Number 2, Condescending Carly. Hey girl, we see you. So this person is always going to be talking down on your accomplishments, okay? They're always going to act like, or they may act like they are the advice giver of the group. And if you don't listen to them, they have a very condescending tone. They virtue signal a lot. They always make you feel like what they're doing is better. And girl, why are you doing that? Or they'll say things to you like, oh, well, okay. I mean, the person I know wouldn't really do something like that, but okay, girl, like go off, sis. Like that type of language to me is not like heartfelt. It's not genuine whenever someone says things like, oh, like, okay, like if you really wanted to, I mean, like that's fine, but like, like do whatever you want, like go off, sis, like LOL. Like that's not to me like someone that genuinely is trying to help you literally at all. And who wants to be around anybody that is condescending in their tone? How can you truly cultivate a real relationship with anybody that is going to be super condescending? Yeah, you can't. You absolutely cannot. So with that being said, you want to make sure that you are discontinuing your relationship with anyone in your life that is going to be super condescending. And let me tell you something. Let me let you guys in on a little secret. People that are hypercritical of others are miserable, and they are super hypercritical with themselves. So if it's any consolation to you, do not even take it personal, because these people are not happy people. Why? Because I always say on this channel, happy people don't do certain things, okay? The blessed does not hang out with the miserable for a reason. Next, we have good old classic jealous Janet, okay? This girl, she is just so green with envy and jealousy. And also, by the way, I want you guys to know, there is a difference between jealousy and envy. One of these definitions is you want something that someone has because you don't believe that they deserve it. I think that is envy. And I think jealousy is feeling like someone can take something away from you. Like you're afraid that someone can take something away from you. So jealousy usually pertains to like a relationship. Like you're jealous of your boyfriend's relationship with his coworker because like you have a fear that like she may be able to steal your like man from you. I believe, I hope I'm correct here, that is what jealousy is. And envy is literally wanting what someone has because you don't feel like they deserve it. Let me give you a little check here. Nobody is allowed to tell you or dictate what they feel that you deserve. Do you ever meet people in life that are like, ugh, so-and-so has never worked for anything in their life. They don't deserve this. These people are miserable, okay? Miserable. Your aura is miserable, okay? Like your chakra is probably black. Like, I just don't understand people like this. Who is anyone to tell anyone what they feel like they deserve or whatever the case is? Let me tell you something. You never know what people are going through in their own personal lives. It is up to no one to dictate what you should and should not have and how much they feel like you've worked to get a certain outcome. Why are you watching anyone that closely for you to even draw that conclusion? That tells me one thing: you're not working on you. And I'm sorry to you. Like I genuinely am sorry to people that think like that. People that are envious and jealous are always comparing. That is where these two, traits, that's where they stem from a lot of the time. When you are constantly comparing anything or anyone to anything, what you are doing is you're setting yourself up to be jealous. That's when you get the friends that are like, I feel like she doesn't deserve this. Or, they make comments like, so what? Like you have a guy that's like paying stuff for you. Like I don't need a guy to pay for things for me because like I'm independent. And it's like, okay, like that's very, very good for you. I can pay for things myself. And I'm actually sorry. Let me call a spade here. You're just mad because you don't have someone to do that for you. I'm going to say it because you're not really willing to accept that reality. And I'm sorry to you for that. So yes, angels, as we all know, stay away from people that are envious and jealous, okay? Because it's not cute and it is not the quality queen way. Next, we have Judgey Judy. We don't want to hear anything else from you. Enough, okay? These are very opinionated people. That is not a friend. I don't understand super opinionated people. It's always very unsolicited and it comes in it's like an assault of opinions. We don't care how you feel about this. And they always feel this need to express their disdain or disinterest for something when no one even asked. You know what I mean? Like, what if you like a lot of nice things? Oh, I would never actually spend money on that. But I mean, if that makes you happy, then fine. That kind of backhanded compliment sort of thing. And it's how is it? First of all, I'd love to know how you even clock every single thing that I'm doing, that I'm wearing. Like as soon as I show up with something new, it could be, you know, a new scrunchie. Here you go. Oh, are those the new like scrunchies by like Cartier? I'm just throwing this out there. And it's like, oh my God, I would never spend like $50 on a scrunchie. Like I totally think that's a waste of money, but like, okay, like if that's how you live your life, like you can totally live your life being like so carefree about like how you like spend your money. And it's like, these are backhanded compliments. They're very judgmental, okay? Or even in the decisions that you make, it's like, oh my God, like why would you ever talk to that person? Like, ew, like who does that? Like who wants to feel judged by the people that are supposed to make them feel comfortable? Your friends are supposed to be like your equals, because what that does is it enables you to feel like you can trust them. These are your peers. You guys should be in the same life arena sort of thing. So who wants to deal with that? We're sick of you, Judgey Judy. You gotta go. The court is adjourned. Next we have attention-seeking Abby. Girl, I am so sick of you. I'm so sick of you. Seriously. Okay? What is up with people like that? These are the girls, right? They're gonna be like, I'm so drunk. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I'm just so high. Like, these are the girls that every 5 seconds, they are seeking attention in every situation. They have to try and be the center of attention. They have to be the life of the party. If they're not getting attention, okay, from people, they're usually sulking in the corner, or they live with this narrative in their head that like no one likes them and like no one was interacting with them, or the party was lame because no one really spoke to them like that. Like these people, not only will they victimize themselves, but they will do absolutely anything to get the attention off of you. And these people, they can also be very jealous and envious people as well, because if they feel like the attention that they have on them is threatened by you, now things are gonna start getting crazy, because they're gonna do anything to get that attention back on themselves. These are the type of girls where you can probably hang out, you know, be hanging out with your boyfriend, or maybe you're even hanging out with a guy you like. And this is the girl that's lowering her shirt to perk up her melons, okay? To be like, oh my God. You are so funny. I love that about you. Yeah. And it's like, you feel like, all right, these are the girls that you feel like you don't want your boyfriend to be around. And not even because you don't trust him, but because you don't trust her. And you don't want that anywhere near you, okay? You don't want to have to worry about the off chance that you're concerned that your friend will do anything for attention that bad, okay, that you can't trust her around your man or whatever the case is. Nobody should subject themselves to people that are like that, okay? And lastly, we have dramatic Drea, okay? These people, they are the eye of the tornado, okay? They are the definition of chaos, and they constantly involve themselves in drama. And what is insane is they don't realize that they are the architects of their own misfortune. They don't realize that they are drawing so much drama to them. They are constantly involving themselves in it. At first, it starts out very innocent, where they just want to know everything about everyone. Then it turns into speaking their opinion, literally, about what they think about everyone. Then it is eventually inserting themselves into the narrative somehow, some way, and then becoming a part of the drama, and then turning around and thinking, oh my God, like everyone just bothers me. Like I just don't understand. Like why? Like I don't do anything. And like everyone just, if you're really truly doing nothing, and I'm not saying this is impossible, because sometimes people really are miserable, and trust me, it has happened to me too, girl. Like do not even worry. Like sometimes people are just very bored and they just like drag you in. And I'm like, me? Like I'm not the one. Like I'm not going to respond to you. What is happening here? Like I don't understand. I'd very much, like my girl Taylor Swift said, I'd like to be excluded from this narrative. Okay, we're done here. You just want to be very mindful of people like that are always claiming that like drama is always surrounding them. Like you should actually like assess how this is always happening around you, why this is always happening, okay? If you truly are staying to yourself and not involving yourself in things, even if you are like dragged into something, the shelf life of it is like non-existent really, because you're not feeding into that constantly, okay? There's no way that you can constantly be in drama if you're not doing anything. And a lot of the times, these people grew up in homes where they were probably ignored as children or felt like they were ignored as children. So they are seeking out like situations where they feel like they have something to add, or, like they're just so interested sometimes in maybe like seeing that people are doing like worse than them sometimes. Like, you ever have a friend too where it's like they love hearing, anything bad that's going on? Like, they are like that friend that like that you could probably call because something bad is going on. And so they just always want to know like what's like basically anyone's downfall. They are like the go-to person about that. Yeah. Pay attention to people like that. Anyways, in conclusion, angels, these are the people that you need to make sure that you are staying clear away from. And to be perfectly honest with you, all of these people are grounds for termination of a friendship, in my personal opinion. But that's just, again, it's my opinion. You can decide. That's up to you. But I personally think the older that you get more, selective. You should get more selective about the people that you surround yourself with, because it is a direct reflection of you. So you want to take that serious. They say like the first 5 people that you are around, you are more likely to become just like. And it really is true that a lot of the times, the people that you spend the most time with, your friends, really are your mirrors. So consider that when you are navigating through life and when you're making friends and things like that. So that is the end of this video, angels. Do not forget that I love you and God loves you. And I'll see you beautiful angels in my next video. Mwah.